a Valentine's Day disaster. Your girl thought it would be really funny one year. Okay, this is my PSA. If you're trying to do something freaky on Valentine's Day and especially involves food, you need to listen up. I thought it'd be really hot to drizzle chocolate sauce over my man's cucumber, over his pink water bottle. My idea was I was gonna dribble it over and then I was gonna, slurp it up. Welcome back. It's your host, Hallismmith, for another episode of Girl Core. It is Valentine's Day weekend. It is my Super Bowl weekend. You guys know me. I'm freaking pink water bottle girl. I eat, sleep, and breathe Pound Town cracking. And Valentine's Day is pretty much like the Super Bowl of literally hunchin' with your partner, okay? And if you don't know what hunchin' crackin' Pound Town, it means you're doing the bam chicka bam bam. You're doing the hooey wooey. You're doing the birds and the beads. Whatever you want to call it, it is the weekend for it. And it's happening. But honestly, my road to success was not right away. I've had some terrible Valentine's days. I've made some huge mistakes. We're pulling out crazy lingerie and exaggerating gifts, and it's supposed to be romance, romance, romance. But you know what Valentine's usually ends up being? A really awkward, insecure, hot mess because we're forcing ourselves to do things that we never usually do. It's like Valentine's Day is like going for school picture day with a brand new outfit, hairstyle, and makeup look that you've never ever worn in all your life. And you're like, I'm gonna see if today is the day that I can pull off all these brand new tricks that I've never practiced, never worn, and never done before. And that's what people do on Valentine's Day. They're like, this is the day where I'm gonna pull out crazy moves, things in the bedroom, and be this super hot, cool girl in the bedroom, even though maybe I'm a shy girl who's low-key a little bit nervous, but today I'm gonna be different. No, no, no. We do not do that because Valentine's Day is meant to be enjoyable. I hate the pressure to outperform last Valentine's Day or just like outperform your normal just because it's Valentine's Day. You should be entering this energy every single day. I am a big believer in that if you want to be good in the bedroom, if you want to be crazy in the bedroom, you have to practice it every single day and you have to get better at it because it's not just about working for them in the bedroom or performing for somebody, men, women, they, them, whoever. It's about enjoying what you're doing in the bedroom and you feel good and confident and hot and sexy, not just because you're supposed to do this. And learning how to be that type of energy is something you practice every day by yourself in the mirror, when you get ready, when you put on your lingerie, when you brush your hair. You are self-adoring every single day. So if you whip out that crazy lingerie only today, this one day a year, yeah, it's going to be making you feel really insecure because you're not used to seeing your body that way. Most people don't, because most people treat it like the day of is the day they put it on. Like they buy it and then they don't try it on until maybe once before they take their time and you're in your privacy, you're in your room, your bathroom, and you take your time to put on this spicy lingerie. On Valentine's Day, you're supposed to run into the bathroom and have like 5 minutes in there, less than that, less than 5 minutes, because honestly, 5 minutes is too long. You're supposed to put on that thing in 3 minutes and then just supposed to rush out there and look hot and sexy. So instead, rule number one, if you are going to wear lingerie on Valentine's Day, try to do a little practice before. Make sure you can easily put on that outfit. And also, because you don't want to be tripping and falling and looking like an awkward twig when you come out, but you also want to make sure that the honestly cool trick is wear the lingerie before you go out. Okay. Most ladies put on lingerie after dinner, after the event. Let's do it beforehand. This is for they, them, whoever. Even if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend on Valentine's Day, wear something spicy. Wear some Valentine's Day lingerie. Wear some cuter pajamas than you normally do. Self-love. It is Valentine's. It is a day of love. You love yourself, love your friends, love your family, Galentines, whatever you want to do. And even yourself is included to worship and appreciate yourself. People are like, oh, Valentine's Day is just a commercial holiday made for, selling chocolates and candies and, commercial idea of what love is. Yeah, totally. But it doesn't mean it's not fun to celebrate. If you take away that and put into the core of it the good stuff, it's just like freaking Christmas. Little Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch. Everybody says all about presents. And she's like, what about the, just being with each other? What about just the love of it? That's what Valentine's Day is. It's for the vibes and just showing and celebrating because life is kind of boring. If we didn't have fun days to celebrate or show extra appreciation towards our friends or our family, sometimes we just never would. And we never get those special days to wear that special dress or do that special thing. And yes, as we're told all the time, wear that outfit whenever you want. Don't just save it for a special occasion. Don't just do things for special occasions. But sometimes it's nice to have a special occasion and pick out something just for Valentine's Day to do with your friends, to do by yourself, or to do with your partner. So if you're going to wear lingerie, wear it early, wake up and put it on in the morning, feel hot and sexy, make breakfast in it by yourself, or put it on when you and your partner are getting ready. That way it feels natural and like, oh, like even if your partner sees you putting it on, they're gonna be like, damn, like, is Valentine's Day? I see you. And then they're kind of gonna be like, guys love lingerie, but you know what they really love? Teasing, okay? So if you put on the lingerie right before you guys crack, right? You get home from dinner, you run to the bathroom, you put it on, then you run back to the bedroom, you look super cute and hot and sexy, and you're like, yes, This is the lingerie. They're gonna enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. They're gonna be happy. But you know what's even hotter? If you wore that before you went to dinner, or if you wore it in the morning, so they saw it kind of peeking out of your pants during the day, or maybe when you're at dinner, you make a little sly comment like, I have something special on. And then you show a little strap, and they're like, oh, what's that? That's not her beige everyday bra. That is her red lacy special bra. And they're gonna be wondering, okay, I see you. What else does she have on? And now their mind is immediately activated, and now it's already started foreplay. Foreplay starts before the bedroom. Okay, we've been talking about this. If you're new here, you probably haven't heard that, but if you're new here, yeah, foreplay started before you enter the bedroom. It started the day before, the hour before, 2 weeks ago. If you're not every day practicing foreplay and 24/7 building up to intimacy, it's gonna not be as awesome as it usually is. And that is why the honeymoon phase, the honeymoon phase is so fun with couples, because it's 24/7 foreplay. It's 24/7 teasing and getting to know to somebody. And then we stop that. Then we're like, okay, done. Now that we get guaranteed pound town all the time, for the most part, you can say no, that's your consent. But for the most part, you get guaranteed pound town all the time. So you stop doing all that. You stop doing the slow foreplay, the day before, the morning foreplay, all that little cutesy stuff you do during the honeymoon phase, you just stop. So on Valentine's Day, it's a time to recheck in with yourself and check in with your love life, with your friendship life, your personal life. Are you loving yourself enough? Are you loving your friends the right way? And is your relationship working how you want it to? Are you starting intimacy early? At dinner, you should be teasing that little cute lingerie because it's foreplay and it builds up. Oh, we're going to do something later. And it's like this slow, fun kind of teasing that you're in control, and you guys then both lean into it. And then by the time you get to the bedroom, you guys are both mentally so stimulated because you've been talking about it. You've been thinking about it. You've been engaging already. You're not just like, okay, now we're just normal and then we're going to go immediately into spicy time. Spicy time is like a gradual flow. You know, it's a little sprinkle throughout the way, or else it's just going to feel rushed. And that is what you do during the honeymoon phase. And so maybe on Valentine's Day, it's a good day to check in with yourself and to see, like, are things aligned where you want it to be? Is your love life looking how it should? Does it feel performative? Does something feel lacking? Are you not doing something more that you want to do? Say you and your partner, your perfect dream night is just watching movies and cooking food together. Why does it have to be just tonight? If you realize that that's what you need more of in your intimacy, or maybe you need this more slow burn romance, like where he really wines and dines you, or really, shows a lot of appreciation. Lots of women love Valentine's Day because we're like, wow, he shows me all day that he cares. Maybe you need that more often. Maybe you need to know more often that he cares, and you can communicate that. Like, I actually love Valentine's Day because I get to see that side of yourself. Guys are reserved, so tell them that. Like, I get to see that side of yourself. And sometimes I feel like I'm just not seeing it. So that one day he knows, oh shit, maybe I should make this a little more apparent every day. That way, when you do go to Pound Town and do stuff with your partner, you guys are both feeling fulfilled and getting that everyday Valentine's Day energy 24/7. So Valentine's Day is also a good time to check in and see where you are aligned and not aligned within your relationship. And if you're having fun on Valentine's Day, remember, lingerie is fun, but it's not all that. Sometimes just feeling comfy in your regular bra and little thong is just as good. Doesn't have to be some crazy production. Let me tell you about crazy productions. Because baby girl, I tried to do a crazy production of Valentine's Day disaster. Your girl thought it would be really funny one year. Okay, this is my PSA. If you're trying to do something freaky on Valentine's Day, and especially involves food, you need to listen up. I thought it'd be really hot to drizzle chocolate sauce over my man's cucumber, over his pink water bottle. My idea was I was gonna dribble it over, and then I was gonna, slurp it up, and it's gonna be this really hot, spicy extra Valentine's Day thing. So I warm up the chocolate, right? I get it all prepared. He's in the bedroom. I'm like, wait, one moment. I'll be right back. I had the chocolate pot ready. I run back into the room. I have the chocolate in the bowl, and I'm like, sit back and relax, baby. Prepare for something extra special. And he's seeing the bowl of chocolate. He's like, oh shit, like, what is she gonna do? Chocolate's here? Okay. This is about to get freaky. I'm here for it. And I take the little spoon and I drizzle it all over his pink water bottle. And when I tell you within like less than 2.5 seconds, this man hollers, he screams, he yelps, jumping out of the bed. And I'm like, oh, like, what happened? What happened? What happened? And he's like, it's fucking hot. It's so hot. I did not check the temperature of the chocolate sauce before I poured it all over his is a thing. Yep. So I literally burned the shiz out of his freaking cucumber on Valentine's Day night. Hot chocolate all over his balls, all over the tennis balls, all down the entire bottle. It was a hot mess, guys. He literally runs to the bathroom trying to wipe off the chocolate sauce that is now hardening, hot, hardening chocolate on his cucumber that I was supposed to be already slurping up. Then had to go run to the bathroom and get ice, where he then had to ice it for the rest of the night. So tragically, that Valentine's Day night ended with us just sitting on the couch with an ice pack on his balls while we watched a movie. No Pound Town happened from there because I drizzled hot boiling wax. Because I drizzled hot boiling chocolate all over his cucumber. So, word to the wise, if you're doing anything freaky with food this Valentine's Day, please check the temperature. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, dribbling hot chocolate sauce, anything, not actually a good idea on your partner. In hindsight, that was pretty avoidable and pretty like common sense. But in the moment, Hallie was not thinking that. Okay, guys, I just want you to be careful if you're eating whipped cream. I've bitten, I've nipped on parts of the body when I've been trying to eat food off of people. Please be careful this Valentine's Day because you do not want to be messing up and making mistakes. But I apparently am not the only one who's had Valentine's Day disasters because I actually had some of you guys DM me some of your embarrassing Valentine's Day disasters because I myself was like, I cannot be the only one. First question. I have a terrible Valentine's Day story. I thought it'd be hot to send my man some spicy pictures on the day of in a little lingerie set. There I am, peach looking juicy in the mirror, taking some beautiful shots of my behind. Only problem is I do not live alone. I literally turn and see in the doorway standing is my mom watching me take booty pictures on Valentine's Day in my special little lingerie set. When I tell you, I literally started crying. I was so embarrassed, and my mom ran out so red. And we just decided to ignore the conversation and never talk about it. To this day, I've never sent a spicy picture again. That makes me feel a lot better about burning my man's cucumber with hot chocolate sauce because if my mom did walk in on me taking a back picture, well, what can I say? Actually, I can't even say that because my mom has literally seen me taking back shots and giving brain on the pink water bottle. As I told you guys on a few podcast episodes ago, my iPad had linked up with my mom's iCloud, and she ended up seeing a lot of my spicy, on that blue site, all that content that I was uploading, and I was very embarrassed. So to say the least, I know what you mean, girl. It is something you just don't talk about. Me and my mom just ignored that little factoid just like you guys did. Next one, my Valentine's Day disaster. Me and my man thought it'd be so cute to turn the living room into a little romantic candlelit cuddle bed. So we did the couch and put it on the floor and we lit up all the candles everywhere. Oh, I think I know where this is headed. We put the candles all around the room. It was doing so good. We had all the pillows. We were getting all snugly on the floor until my man took his shirt and threw it off into the distance. Only problem is we forgot that the candles was over there. His shirt caught on fire. We didn't notice until the smoke alarm started to go off and the rug was completely singed and his shirt was half burnt everywhere with the smoke alarm going off in the whole apartment. It was horrible to say the least. The mood was killed after that. Oof, 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 oof. Guys, be so careful on Valentine's Day with the candles, okay? Candles are not your friend. Light like one or two of them. I know we see in all the videos and Pinterest photos people lighting like a bajillion candles, but every time I've tried to like light a bunch of sexy candles, even just by myself when I'm taking a bath, it always ends up going something wrong. Like something always falls or a candle falls over. You're literally just begging for disaster. Please be careful. Like to all the firefighters, what are the statistics on Valentine's Day fires? Are there like a lot of fires starting by like, sexy candles? Can somebody get me the stats on that? Does anybody have a firefighter man or any connection to firefighting? They can tell me if there's more fires on Valentine's Day due to candle accidents, like candles falling over. I don't know. Next one, this one kind of reminded me of my own problem, so I thought this one was funny. Chocolate catastrophe. Girl, I had the worst experience of chocolate sauce on Valentine's Day. We thought it'd be really cute for my man to eat some chocolate sauce off of my kitty cat. I got one of those Hershey's bottles that you can just squirt on top of strawberries or ice cream. So he sprayed it all over my kitty cat and then began to eat every single last drop. It was super hot, but the only problem was the next day I got the worst UTI I've ever had in my life. It was so scratchy, and I had to go to the doctor and tell them that I had covered chocolate all over my kitty cat and got a horrible UTI from it. I had to take medication. Never, ever again. Ooh, a chocolate sauce and UTI problem, ladies. This is your next warning for Valentine's Day. To be very careful. If you're wearing like an edible thong or anything edible or like anything near your kitty cat zone that has to do with food, chocolate, or sweets, please be careful. Please be careful because you will get the worst UTI like this poor baby girl did on her literal Valentine's Day. And that's the last thing that you want to do. Okay. That was, oh, And now you have to pay for a freaking doctor's appointment, UTI. If you're in America, that's not cheap, even with insurance. I'm so sorry, guys. So just so you know, this Valentine's Day, I thought those were so funny. I honestly got DMs so many, and I was just cracking up like in my bed at night by myself. What to do for Valentine's? Besides doing all these crazy, spicy things with your partner on Valentine's Day, what are some other fun little things that you can do throughout the day, or maybe not just at nighttime? Because I feel like all the date ideas are like date night, date night. What about during the day or just leading into the night? The first thing that I love to do is you guys should make a little brunch together. Breakfast in the morning on Valentine's Day is so underrated. Cooking together, just doing a little light breakfast because it's easy. You guys just kind of, put on your cute PJs, wake up together, or invite them over and be like, hey, do you want to do a little V-Day breakfast? And you guys can just make something at home. It's so cute, it's so cozy, and you can even do like a little Valentine's Day brunch where you guys make a little brunch together, make some mimosa. The next thing that people advise on Valentine's Day is go pick out lingerie with your guy. Hey, babe, I thought it'd be cute if you help me pick out my Valentine's Day lingerie or some like an outfit or a dress, and then show him some websites. Show him a few of your pics. Like you already added some stuff to your cart. He can look around too and show him on the computer and then order it. And that way it arrives before Valentine's or the day of Valentine's Day. And then you wear it and show him the super cute thing he picked out. That way he can find something that he actually really wants to see you in, maybe something he's never seen you wear before, something a little bit out of your comfort zone, like to see you in, that you both enjoy. And that's something fun that you can add to your to-do list on V-Day. You can pick out something for him, like go get some cute boxers or something kind of spicy that he can wear as well. Hands down, best activity to do on Valentine's Day with your partner, with your friends, or by yourself is to get yourself a new spicy toy, because unlike roses that die, this toy is just going to keep on giving back all year round. This is one of my favorite toys if you're trying to squirt, if you're trying to reach the G zone. The rabbit design means it has this little top part that's going to perfectly rub on your bean. That's why it kind of has like the rabbit ears. And the bottom part has these little ridges that feel so amazing. And of course, the Una, you and your partner can use it together. You can use it by yourself. You and your friends can each get one and then go back and compare notes after. All right, guys, it's that time of the episode, Q&A time. You guys know I love answering your questions. Me and my friends of benefits have been shagging, and I don't want him to get bored with what we've been doing because I keep doing the same stuff. I give him great brain, and we do some good poses and things like that. I get on top, but there must be more that we can do. Oh, this is the age-old question. How do you not get stale in the bedroom? What do you do to keep things going? Honestly, I would say I feel like all the poses, all the tricks and things, yes, these are amazing. These are fun things to do. But honestly, building a better connection and intimacy with your partner. This doesn't mean like, this is friends of benefits. This doesn't mean you need to be like lovey-dovey and like be a boyfriend and girlfriend. It just means getting to know somebody. Asking them, when you're on top, do you like when I bounce? Do you like when I grind, slide, do whatever trick you do up there? If you're giving brain, like be like, do you like when I go slower? Asking questions, getting to know somebody, and really creating an open space for communication. Like if you're afterwards, oh my gosh, that felt so good when you were doing this and this. I would love if you did that even more next time, because that's what creates an open dialogue where then next time or even right there, they might feel open to share something else. Like, hey, that makes me think too. I really loved when you were doing this and this, but sometimes I'm super sensitive. If you could do it a little slower, it opens up a safer space. I know that sounds like funny. You're like, girl, what? Like the way to get better in the bedroom is to talk more, but it's true. Whether it's your friends with benefits, your situationship, or your boyfriend, if you want better Pound Town, if you want better intimacy with anybody, you got to open up a safe space for dialogue, for criticism, for feedback. And obviously being nice about it. You're not going to tell someone like, oh, you're the worst I've ever been in the bed. You go way too slow. You do this, this, and this. That's just rude and that's somebody dogging on you. A nice way of saying it, a nice way, politely. You'll know what that means. So just create that open space, and I promise you, your intimacy can really step up. Girl, I am so embarrassed. Before me and my man went to Pound Town, I used a wipey to clean up, and just 30 minutes later, he was going to go down south on my kitty cat. And he goes, what's this? There was a piece of toilet paper stuck inside of my kitty. And it's worse because he's my coworker slash sneaky link, and I have to see him tomorrow. Everything ended up okay. He stayed down there, but I wanted to go and hide from embarrassment. Oh, girl, we have all been done dirty by a piece of tissue on the kitty cat. You are not alone. I remember when it happened to me, I literally thought I was just gonna faint. I'd like to crawl into a hole and never come up again, but it is completely normal. And as I say, if you're gonna be doing stuff in the bedroom, you gotta be ready for the embarrassing shit, because shit gets embarrassing. As I told you earlier, I burned my man's pink water bottle of hot chocolate. I've bitten it. I've broken it. I've done so much random shit in the bedroom. It happens, and I've had random shit done to me, like be scratched or bumped or just like things happen, toilet paper included. It is okay. You can kind of approach it in one of two ways. You can try to laugh it off and be like, "Oh shit, how'd that get down there?" And just grab it and keep going. Or you're just really sly and be like, "Oh, let me just move that." And then you just keep that sexual energy is kind of how you can attack it. But to each their own, just know you're not alone. Trust me, guys aren't perfect either, okay? They have embarrassing shit happen to them. They know what happens. And you know what? Even weirder, at least we're wiping, okay? At least we're wiping when we go to the bathroom. They just shake it off. They just give it a little shimmy. They don't even dab it off. They just have pee pee on their pee pee, okay? So don't feel bad. Shit happens. Literally shit happens, but literally things happen. And I think you would probably be way more surprised to find out how many ladies have had that happen to them, okay? Because I know I have, and I know a lot of my friends have. Next question. Hey girly, my boyfriend recently got turned off because it smelled. I found out I had a UTI that day, which is now getting treated. It happened 2 days ago, and I'm still scared that it's gonna smell bad. I started taking probiotics. Do you have any tips to make it smell better fast? Oh, this is tricky because if you did have a UTI, you usually want to lay off of Pound Town and doing something too soon. So give it time to breathe, give it time to air out, just do some fun handshakes and stuff if you really want to do something with them. But I would say obviously eating clean. Drink lots of water, eat lots of, probiotics, Greek yogurt, kefir, things like that. Shower if you are going to Pound Town and you're still super nervous because you just had this UTI, you just had this thing happen. I wish he didn't say it in that sense. I wish he would just suck it up in the moment and say something later, like, hey, the next day, hey, I noticed a little bit of a smell. Do you notice a smell? And he could lie and just be like, hey, I think it's you, babe. I wish he didn't say it in the moment because that's just bad timing to say it. I personally think, like, I know that happens, but it creates a lot of self doubt, and women already have so much self doubt. So I wish he just didn't say it then because I feel bad for your security. I'd be like, oh shit, mood is killed in my head. And it's really embarrassing, but shower right before you see him. That way you feel extra fresh. Or if you guys are gonna go to Pound Town, even better, I would actually say shower together. Get in the shower together. Do it there together. That way you feel fresh, water's running, and that'll just help you kind of slowly build back that confidence. Keep the baby wipes on you. Just make sure there's no little leftover toilet paper or baby wipes based off our last question. Keep it fresh down there and it will go back to normal. Stay on top of your medication if you're taking something for UTIs, take your probiotics, take those type of little gummies and things and eat healthy, sleep right, and it will go back to one. It is okay. It happens. Trust me. I literally had my man tell me that too a couple weeks ago because, ladies, I had my man make my kitty cat a little bit of a cream pie, okay? Days in a row, multiple days in a row. He had been giving me a cream pie every single day. And next thing you know, my kitty cat was smelling a little bit off because their frosting makes your pH balance go all out of whack and it gives it a weird smell. So sometimes it's not your fault if you keep getting UTIs and you let them frost your kitty cat, that little stuff messes up your pH balance. So don't feel bad. It happens. And it's just something that will go away if you just do it right. That wraps up this amazing Valentine's Day episode of Girl Core. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's, whether you're with your friends, by yourself, with your lover, whatever it is. It's always a fun time just to celebrate and love, love. I'll catch you guys next Sunday.